I am considering divorcing my 36-year-old wife because she publicly harbors resentment toward our 7-year-old son. Plus all updates. Neither of us were sure about having kids. We were married 5 years before finding out she was pregnant. Both nervous as hell, but in the end, she wanted to try having the baby and I agreed. It was hard at first. Parenthood is in general, but I love my son. He's wonderful, smart, energetic and warms my heart. My wife for the most part was great with him. Occasionally we both would get burned out and find some time to have date nights or individual free time. Over a year ago, before lockdown, my wife started becoming very irritated over anything he'd do. Accidentally spill a little apple juice on the counter, she'd yell at him like if he'd just destroyed a family heirloom. It was something that happened every now and then, but we'd talk about it, and she would apologize to him. Pandemic was really rough. We both had our jobs, just were working from home and our son wasn't in school. At first I thought the frustration came from being cooped up at home and not being able to go out. My son's been going to school again for months, and we're all back to going out. Things haven't improved. Finally had to sit down with my wife because no matter what mood she's in, she could be happy and smiling, but when my son comes in her mood shifts, and I notice it more now. My wife has told me that for the longest time, she's resented having our son. Motherhood isn't what she thought it was going to be, and missed it only being the two of us. She didn't expect her life to be this way with a child, and she regrets having him at all. It was a hard conversation to have, but one we really needed to. I've talked to her about getting therapy, individual, couples or both, whatever it takes. She's refused because she claims she doesn't need help. We have tried going on more date nights, being a couple, if she feels like we're not getting enough of that. Have her spend some more one-on-one time with him, which she doesn't want to do. It doesn't matter. As soon as we get home and in our son's presence, she's more serious. I asked her once, does she love him? My wife says that she does, just doesn't like him. That was painful. I want to work on this with her, get therapy. She doesn't want to. What's pushing me to want to leave is because my son is starting to pick up on this. No 7-year-old kid should be asking why mom's always mad at him. I love my wife, but I'm scared of him growing up with someone who doesn't like him. Is this really it? Is the next best thing to leave, or is there any way to get her to understand I can't have our son living like this? Update. 1 week later. Well, it's been a hard few days, but it happened. Didn't want it to, but it needed to. I took my son out of there. Trying to talk with my wife about this a couple days after posting this got us nowhere. Even if therapy wasn't going to be the miracle that makes her want to be a mother to our son. I told her it wouldn't hurt to have somewhere to talk about her feelings. Get to the core of why she feels this way, and if maybe there's a way to work on it so that it wouldn't have a deep impact on how she is with him. She refused, and I asked her, does she ever think it will get better? As in, does my wife believe she could see herself caring for him and being what he needs at all in the future? The answer wasn't going to determine if I left or not, but that's something I just wanted to know for myself. She said no. When I told her that it's not going to work out between us because his well-being comes first, she begged me to stay. All these promises of not treating him negatively and putting on a face for him, but still will not do therapy at all because she doesn't need help. Then all of a sudden, she gets angry. And to get out then, if I only just want to be with my son. It was heartbreaking. We ended up leaving since she didn't want to leave the apartment. He was still half asleep when we left, so all I've told him so far is we're just taking a short vacation. He believes it since. We're staying at a hotel for now, but he does keep asking about her. I'm trying my best to keep it together for him. My heart's still broken though. I hate that it had to end like this. But many of you were right, and I know this too. He had to come first, and this was already messing him up. I know it was the right choice. Feels like my life just came to a hard stop. And I'm just trying to get my bearings still. She hasn't contacted me since we left. My family is aware of what's happening though, so I'm glad to have their support. My sister offered to have my son spend the weekend with them so he could be with his cousins. Since he's not here right now, I decided to use some of my free time to type this up. Thank you for being the push I needed to do something. Deep down I know it was what needed to be done. Guess just needed it to be said. What do you guys think? Let's discuss in the comments. Follow and like for more stories.